Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Lily and my channel is a place where I share all of my healthy, vegan, mostly whole food, plant-based recipes. So today's is one requested by one of you guys, and this is one of my go-to taco meat recipes. And so I'm gonna show you tonight how I make the tacos and how I serve them and just how easy it can be to have a healthy meat-free taco option. Let's go ahead and jump into the recipe and I'll show you how to make it for yourself. So this recipe is gonna start off with half a cup of ground walnuts, and you're gonna wanna add these to your food processor first. Because once you add wet stuff, then the walnuts lose their good crumbly texture, and you want them to be nice and crumbly for this recipe. And then just pulse it until it becomes really crumbly. Okay, that is good. And I'm just gonna shake these out into my giant mixing bowl. Move, kitties. Get down. Get down, mama. You gotta get down, buddy. Get down. I'm sorry. Do you wanna go outside? Go on. And then straight to the food processor after the walnuts is gonna be cauliflower. So I just have one head of cauliflower that I've washed and put into chunks like this. And you can break them even into smaller chunks. Give your food processor a break. And if you need to do it in 2 batches, that's totally fine. Sometimes I do that because I don't have to like scrape it down as much. And I'm so sorry about the dog barking. We have a new neighbor, and as you know, Mo likes to go outside, and so Mo's sitting at their fence right now, and they have a German Shepherd, and he's just barking his head off at Mo. So I'm so sorry. So I'm just gonna pulse this. This is the first batch. I'm gonna do 2 batches. And this is the consistency that we are looking for. It's kind of like cauliflower rice, but slightly larger. So we're just gonna add this to our bowl and do the other half. Next to our food processor is gonna be mushrooms, and this is half of a pack of, a large pack of portobello mushrooms. So it's probably like 15 to 20 like little mushrooms. And I'm just gonna pulse these up as well. And you may have to scrape it down a time or 2. All right, and that's what the mushrooms look like. And I'm just gonna add this to the big bowl as well. So next is the fun part. We're gonna mix all 3 of these components together really well, and these are gonna be the base of our meat. And you can already see it's like resembling ground beef texture. This is seriously my favorite combo. You're getting plenty of veggies in. It's literally all veggies plus a little walnuts. And walnuts are super healthy fats that everyone should eat, so you can't go wrong with this. To flavor this up, we're gonna keep it simple, and I'm gonna use a taco seasoning packet and some salsa. So this is really exciting. I found Tabitha Brown's taco business seasoning, and it's salt-free. And the ingredients are super, super nice. Onions, spices, paprika, cumin, coriander, or oregano, ginger, cinnamon, cornstarch, garlic, ancho chili pepper, guajillo chili pepper, red and green bell pepper, orange peel, citric acid, and lime oil. So I'm super excited to try this. I'm just gonna sprinkle this mixture over all of it. And I'm gonna use the whole pack because we gotta boost the flavor of these veggies. And to that, I'm gonna add about half a cup of salsa. So I have this jar and this is just a mild salsa and it's about half a cup right now. So I'm just gonna add the rest of this. And these two things together are gonna be all the flavor that we need. Mo's upset because I had to bring him inside because the neighbor's dog would not stop barking at him. And I feel really bad because it's such a beautiful day out today. So just mix this all really well, and you're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 400 degrees and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. So I'm gonna add some coconut aminos just to give it a little saltiness since that was a salt-free seasoning. If you use a seasoning with salt, just totally leave this out. It's definitely optional. And this was probably only like a tablespoon or two. Now I'm out, so that's what we got. Give it another mix real quick. And you can give it a taste as it is. Let's give it a taste. Yes, I like that seasoning. Okay, so I'm just gonna spread this out. Across my baking sheet. And this does make a lot. And you're gonna wanna spread it out as much as you can and get it really flat. And if you want, if you're like in a hurry and want it to cook faster, you could even spread this out among 2 baking sheets, and that would probably be way better. But you want some texture to it, like you don't want it to be like super flat, because these pieces that are sticking up are gonna get brown nicely, and then we'll flip it and mix it all up halfway through, and it'll be nice. So this is gonna go into the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it, stir everything up, and probably do it for another 20 minutes, but we'll see. So while my taco meat is cooking, I am gonna make a chipotle queso. So to do that, I'm gonna be using 1 pack of extra firm tofu, and I just press the water out of it. Tear it into chunks. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of soy milk. This is just plain unsweetened. And I'm gonna be adding 1/4 cup of jalapeno pepper juice liquid. Mo, can you please be quiet? I'm trying to make a video. So 1/4 cup of this. And if a couple jalapenos fall in it, it's totally fine. And then to make it chipotle queso, I'm gonna be adding 2 of these chipotle peppers. 2 of the bigger ones, yeah. I'm not trying to overdo it with the heat. I don't want it like too spicy, but if you like it spicy, feel free to add more. I'm gonna do a teaspoon of garlic powder, teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric just for some nice color, a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Oh, and I can't forget nutritional yeast, of course. And I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. All right, and we're just gonna blend this until it's a nice, creamy, smooth, thick sauce. And I will add more soy milk if needed to get my blender going, but we'll see how it does. And you'll want to scrape it down halfway. Jake, be quiet. I'm videoing.
Oh, you know my singing in it?
No. This looks really good.
Yeah. Are you live right now?
That was really good.
What are you making?
Tacos.
Oh, nice.
So I just gave it a taste and I think it needs a little more tang. So I'm gonna add half of a lemon juice. And this should make it perfect. Because it tasted so good already. Look at this. Ooh. It's so good, seriously. Okay, and to go along with the tacos, I always like to make some refried beans. And so I have this big can of pinto beans. This is like the 1 pound, 13 ounces. Wow. And I'm just gonna pour these into my pan and get them going because they do need to simmer for a while. And I'm not gonna drain them for this recipe because the liquid is gonna help thicken it up and make them really nice and creamy and thick. However, if your stomach is sensitive to beans, definitely rinse them. So I'm just gonna let these simmer, and once they've simmered for about 10 minutes, I'm gonna mash them. As a nice little topping on my tacos, I'm going to slice some onions and pepper and just water saute those for a few minutes. Gonna make sure the pan's hot enough first. So they are simmering now, so I'm just gonna go through and mash these with the masher. And now I'm going to turn them up to a boil. So this is what our cauliflower taco meat looks like once we take it out of the oven. After the first 30 minutes, I'm just gonna flip it all over, mix it up. And it's gonna go back in for another 30 minutes, probably. I was gonna say 20, but I think it's gonna need 30 because I did it so thick. So the beans were on high for about 10 minutes, and just make sure you stir them occasionally, and I just turned them down to low, and you can see they've thickened up so nicely. And I'm just gonna let these simmer here until my taco meat is done. So I'm just gonna slice up some lettuce. This is just romaine lettuce. I just washed it just to have another topping for our tacos and to get some greens in. I'm gonna finely shred it. All right, and our taco meat filling is complete. You can see how much our beans have thickened up, and I literally did not add anything to these. Just poured the can of beans straight in here, brought them to a boil, let them simmer, mash them, and this is what you get. And you don't need to add anything because they're already salty from, being in a can, and then literally so delicious. And we have our peppers and onions, right? And I do have some tortillas that I've just microwaved for about 30 seconds just to warm them up. You can also put them on your pan and grill them up, or heat them up over your gas stove. Alright, so I'm just gonna give these delicious looking tacos a taste for you guys. And it's gonna be really messy, but I'm gonna enjoy it. These tacos are so flavorful, and that taco meat is really, really good. The texture is spot on. You guys are gonna love these. Especially the chipotle queso too. So messy. If you enjoyed this recipe, please let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, and if you decide to give this recipe a try, comment down below and let me know your thoughts on it. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.